You all have been using your geometry box for years. But have you ever noticed what are the different tools in your geometry box? Good morning students. I am Amresh Kumar from KV number 2 Itanagar. In this video I am going to tell you the different types of tools in your geometry box or instrument box. And we'll also see what are the uses of them. Besides it, we'll learn the different types of angles based on their values. So let's start. The first important part of your geometry box, which you might would have used for several times for measuring the length or drawing a line or line segments. The first one is ruler. The second is protractor. The third and fourth are in triangular shapes, which are known as set squares. One set square is of 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree, and the other is of 45 degree, 45 degree and 90 degree. The fifth one, which is lovable for all the children, you might would have made different types of designs, especially circular designs using it, that is compass. And the sixth one is divider. Let's identify them. The ruler is sometimes also called a scale because it is calibrated using as different types of equidistances of numbers in centimeter and inch, as you can see here. The second one is protractor, which is in semicircular shape, and the third and fourth are in triangular shape. Set square 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree, and the other set square is of 45 degree, 45 degree and 90 degree. The fifth one is compass, where you insert a pencil and draw different types of shapes, especially circular. And the sixth one is divider, which is generally used to compare two line segments or angles even. Now let us know what are the different types of angles and how we can identify a given angle based on their measurement. So there are six major types of angles based on its value. The first one is acute angle. The second one is right angle. Third, obtuse angle. Fourth one is straight angle. Fifth, reflex angle. And sixth is complete angle. Now, we'll know and identify even what these all angles are. We have already studied that when two rays or line segments are inclined to each other, then the space between them is known as angle, and it is expressed in degree, which is in symbolical form. It is written as a 0 at the top right corner of any number. So suppose here we have a line BC and BA which meet at a single point B. So B is called the vertex here, and if one line is overlapping to each other, at that time that is 0 angle, and if we increase it, then the space between them keeps on increasing, and the angle which is more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree is known as acute angle. Let us see it again. If the value of the angle is more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree, then that type of angle is known as acute angle. As soon as it forms exactly 90 degree, that type of angle is called right angle. if the value of angle is increased further, even a very little more than 90 degree, then it becomes obtuse angle. So the angle which measure is more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree is known as obtuse angle. And if its value becomes 180 degree exactly, at that time this is called a straight angle because it forms a straight line. So a straight angle or a straight line. If we further increase the value or the space between these two in line segments or line rays, then it is known as a reflex angle. See the space between it, and the same value whether we are moving from 180 degree to 360 degree, these all angles are known as a reflex angle. But as soon as we reach at 360 degree, that angle will be called, because we have moved a complete one circle, one round, so that is known as a complete angle. So these all are reflex angle. If it is at 180 degree, a straight line, then it is called a straight angle. And if it is less than 180 but more than 90 degree, then that is called obtuse angle. If it is exactly 90 degree, then that is known as a right angle. And if we decrease the value of it, it is more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree, then that is called acute angle. That's it. Isn't it simple? Let us summarize the different types of angles. Acute angles are those angles which are between 0 degree and 90 degree, that is more than 0 degree but less than 90 degree. Right angles are those angles which are exactly of 90 degree, and obtuse angles are those angles which lies between 90 degree and 80 degree. A straight angle is of exactly 180 degree, and if any angle measures more than 180 degree but less than 90 degree, which means the angle which lies between 180 and 360 degree, those angles are known as reflex angle. And when we make a complete round, in that case the angle formed between them is known as complete angle, means 360 degree makes complete angle. Now we have some homework for you. Let us classify only the three types of angles. Label each angle as acute, obtuse or right. The space between two arms of the angle is marked by angle. You have to identify them by looking at them, or even you can measure with a protractor. So complete this. Write the name of different angles, whether it is acute, obtuse or right, and after that send it in the group. That will be your homework.